Summer rain was falling on the boulevard. We were young enough to think love wasn't hard. Your denim jacket hanging off my chair, and that old cassette still playing everywhere. We used to drive till the sunrise came alive, two runaway hearts trying to survive. No destination, no map, no plan, just your fingers wrapped around my hand. Back then the world felt wide and free, like nothing could ever break you and me. Broken wings and radio dreams, that's all we were in those days. Running wild through endless nights, trying to find our place. And even though life changed everything, I still hear your voice in me, like an old slow rock melody. Broken wings and radio dreams. Now these city nights feel colder than before. Different faces walking through revolving doors. Everybody's searching for something real, but few remember how freedom used to feel. I found your letter in an old guitar case, and suddenly time couldn't keep pace. Every word still carried your perfume, hand in mine, and life felt young and bold. Radio playing through the summer air, back when forever felt so close and clear. Leather jackets, midnight drives for miles, living for music and your reckless smile. We thought these nights would never disappear. Now they only visit me once a year. Time keeps moving faster than we planned, but some memories never leave our hands. These are the echoes of our youth, still burning deep inside the truth. Every song takes me back again to who we were and where we've been. And though the years keep rolling on, some feelings never truly gone. Tonight I hear them calling through, the echoes of our youth. Now there's gray hiding underneath my head, and life became heavier than we dared. But every time this old guitar starts crying, I still feel that fire we kept inside. I saw your picture in a magazine cafe. For a moment all the years just slipped away. Funny how love can survive through time, like an old melody living in your mind. Maybe growing older ain't so bad if we still remember what we had. Because these scars and songs we carry on are proof we really lived before the dawn. These are the echoes of our youth, wild hearts chasing something true. And even when this life moves on, the music keeps our spirits strong. So raise your voice and sing with me for every lost memory. Tonight the past comes shining through, the echoes of our youth. I still remember the October light, the way you caught your hair that something small and unimportant, and something in my chest moved like the moon. I didn't know that I was memorizing the way you held your coffee with both hands, the way your sentences would trail to nothing, and you were trying hard to understand. I was storing you away without knowing every detail like a painting. I was growing in the gallery of all I'd come to lose before I ever knew that I could lose you. Before you were a memory, you were everything I'd ever need. Before the last goodbye was said, you lived inside my chest instead of anywhere I couldn't reach. Before you were a memory, you were color, you were light in me. Now every photograph's a door to the life we almost lived before. Before you were a memory. We had a summer and a half of golden, of rooftop nights and laughing past the dark. We built the kind of ordinary magic that only broken people recognize as art. But autumn came the way that seasons always do, without permission, without warning, without care. And I woke up one Tuesday to a silence that still had the shape of you inside the air. And here's the thing about the ones we lose: they don't go quiet, they go everywhere. I find you in the October light still falling. I find you in the way the cold hits the air. Maybe that is grace, maybe that is grief, maybe they were always the same thing, wearing different faces on different days, in different seasons. But both of them are teaching me to see. Before you were a memory, you were teaching me to finally see that love is not a thing we keep. It's something that we plan and read and let go of eventually. Before you were a memory, you were the best of what could be. And now I carry what we were like a song beneath the blur of everything that's come since then. Before you were a memory, Streetlights blur across the lane. There's a lonely radio playing low, the song we loved so long ago. You stand beside me in the midnight light, like every dream somehow survived. And for a moment time just disappears, like we never lost those reckless years. Leather boots on a broken road, young hearts carrying heavy loads. We were chasing freedom through the dark, with nothing but fire inside our hearts. We didn't know where life would lead, we only knew what we believed. Forever starts tonight, under these fading city lights, with our shadows running through the rain, like we're young and wild again. And even if tomorrow falls apart, you'll always live inside my heart, because some loves never die. Forever starts tonight. Now every scar tells a story of its own, of battles fought and roads we've known. But through the noise and passing years, your voice is still the one I hear. I remember dancing slow at 2 a.m., holding on to dreams with trembling hands, thinking life would always stay this way, before the world stole our innocence away. Still somewhere deep inside these songs, that younger version lives on, screaming through every guitar cry, refusing to say goodbye. Maybe heaven is just a memory, where broken souls finally feel free. And every song we ever sang still echoes somewhere in the Forever starts tonight, with every tear we never cried, every road that brought us here, every dream that conquered fear. And if this is the final song we play, let the whole world hear our pain, because legends never truly die. Forever starts tonight. The radio fades into the night, but your memory stays alive. everything I meant to say someday. How you were the light I kept returning to. How I never found the words when standing next to you. I thought I had the time, I always thought I did. I thought tomorrow was a door left open wide. But time has a way of closing every heart, and now I talk to photographs, and that's all. All the moments I stayed quiet, all the nights I didn't try it, saying what I felt, what I held inside. Now the words are all I have left behind. Everything I swore I'd say, I held it back and watched it fade away. All the love that never left my lips, all the truths I kept locked in my fists. Everything I swore I'd say someday. When the moment came, I looked away. Now the moment's gone and so are you, and all I have is everything I swore I'd say to you. Everything I swore I'd say. You used to ask me what I thought of things, of life and love, and what the future brings. And I would shrug and say I didn't know, when I knew everything I just couldn't show. The courage that it takes to be exposed, to hand someone the key to where you're closed. I kept the door and lost you on the street. Now silence is the only thing I need. radio playing through the summer air. Back when forever felt so close and clear. Leather jackets, midnight drives for miles, living for music and your reckless smile. We thought these nights would never disappear. Now they only visit me once a year. Time keeps moving faster than we planned, but some memories never leave our hands. These are the echoes of our youth, still burning deep inside the truth. Every song takes me back again to who we were and where we've been. And though the years keep rolling on, some feelings never truly gone. Tonight I hear them calling through the echoes of our youth. Now there's gray hiding underneath my head, and life became heavier than we did. But every time this old guitar starts crying, I still feel that fire we kept inside. I saw your picture in a magazine cafe. For a moment, all the years just slipped away. Funny how love can survive through time, like an old melody living in your mind. Maybe growing older ain't so bad if we still remember what we had. Because these scars and songs we carry on are proof we really lived before the dawn. These are the echoes of our youth, wild hearts chasing something true. And even when this life moves on, the music keeps our spirits strong. So raise your voice and sing with me for every lost memory. Tonight the past comes shining through the echoes of our youth. motorcycle by the bar, covered in dust, but it still runs hard. Like the hearts of men who never learn to quit, even after life kept breaking them bit by bit. The jukebox plays another lonely song, and suddenly 20 years are gone. I can still see you leaning in the neon light, saying, baby, let's get lost tonight. One last midnight ride through the shadows of our lives, where dreams were young and love burned bright, under endless summer skies. If this road is all we've got, then let's give it one more try. Just you and me, chasing memories on one last midnight ride. We were rebels with nowhere to belong, trying to find ourselves inside these songs. No money, no plans, just hearts on fire, running on gasoline and desire. Now everybody's older, settled down, trading wild nights for quieter towns. But somewhere deep inside our souls, that restless spirit still wants control. Maybe freedom was never about the road. Maybe it was just who we were before. So tonight, let the engines roar again, like we never reached the bitter end. And if tomorrow finally steals our time, at least we live before goodbye. One last midnight ride, with the radio turned up high. Let the city lights fade behind, like old stars across the night. And if this is our final song, then sing it loud before it dies. Forever young inside our hearts, on one last midnight ride. Another smoky bar on the edge edge of town. Same old band, still turning it loud. A tired bartender pours another round, while lonely hearts keep gathering around. I catch my reflection in the mirror light, a little older now, but still alive. And somewhere beneath these lines and scars, that wild young dream still beats inside my heart, still burning tonight, like a fire that never dies. Through heartbreak, tears, and endless fights, we survive the hardest nights. And even when the world moved on, our spirit kept holding strong. Yeah, somewhere deep inside, we're still burning tonight. Remember dancing slow beneath the neon glow, thinking we had all the time in the world to know. But life moves faster than a speeding train, leaving us with memories and rain. Still, every time this guitar softly cries, I see that younger version in your eyes, the one who believed love could conquer all, before we learned how hard life falls. But maybe growing older means understanding this. The pain and beauty always coexist. So raise your glass to every dreamer here, to every soul still fighting through the years. We may bend, but we don't break apart, because rock and roll still lives inside our still burning tonight, like headlights cutting through the dark. Every memory leaves a spark that never fades away. And when they ask who we once were, tell them we lived without fear, with music louder than the pain. Still burning tonight. Oh. We had a plan, we had a road, a list of names for kids. kids we'd never known. We marked the towns in red and blue. We had a whole life mapped for two. I kept the folded paper still inside the drawer beside the sill. Sometimes I take them in my hands and trace the roots to promised lands. But the roads kept splitting without warning, and we chose different ends of morning until the distance swallowed whole. Every plan we'd ever told, burn the maps we drew together. Every promise made of paper, every destination crossed in pen. I can't go back to who I was back then. Burn the maps, burn the dreaming. God, it hurts to see the meaning of two people who believed they knew where the road was going, me and you. So burn the maps, just burn the maps we drew. You used to say that love was north, the only compass worth it all. So I gave up the other roads and followed you through the undertow. But north kept shifting in your hands, and I kept losing where I'd stand. To one December cold and still, you packed the map and left the hill. I'm not angry anymore, I'm just standing at the door of a house we built with borrowed time and borrowed trust and borrowed rhymes. Maybe loving was enough, even when it wasn't tough enough to last. Maybe two good people at the wrong crossroads Took the long way around so many times, chased 1,000 dreams through borrowed lines, burned a few bridges, kept a few scars, followed the moon when I should have followed stars. But every wrong turn led me somewhere right, every dark corner led me to your light. Looking back now through the dust and rain, I see it clear, I see the whole terrain. Maybe loss was just the lesson, maybe pain was just the blessing that I needed to become someone worthy of your love. All the roads that led to you were crooked, long, and overdue. But darling, every single mile was worth it just to see you smile. All the years I wandered through were quietly leading me to you, and I'd walk every road again just to find you at the end. Some folks find it on the very first try, some take longer just to learn how to cry. I was somewhere in the middle of both, holding on to someone else's hope. But when you walked in on that ordinary day, like a song I heard but forgot the words to say, suddenly the map inside my chest finally pointed somewhere I could rest. Don't tell me it was luck or fate, don't tell me I showed up too late. I believe that what we're given is a life that we've been living. And every heartbreak, every wrong was writing us this very song. So here I am with open hands, and finally understand all the roads that led to you were crooked, long, and overdue. But darling, every single mile was worth it just to see you smile. All the years I wandered through were quietly leading me to you, and I would walk 1,000 roads again just to find you at the end.